What's going on? We back. Goodfellas Sports TV. We in the building. Shout out to the mighty LDBC Lions Den Box community. Make sure y'all download the LDBC mobile app. And don't forget, every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Smoke City Mobcast is where the LDBC meets to discuss the state of boxing. Sorry, a little tired, but we in here, man. Final thoughts. Terence Crawford, taking on Jose Benavidez, man. And y'all knew if you are new to the channel or if you never watched one of my, final thoughts, the final thoughts is a reaction to the weigh-in and our final 2 cents, after the press, the final presser about the fight. Okay. And I noticed some things about the weigh-in that, I don't know, after Crawford swung at him, which we'll talk about in a minute, that might, kind of miss people, a little bit. And that's the fact that both of these guys weighed in well under the 147-pound limit. Crawford weighed in at 145 and 1/4 pound. And Jose Benavidez weighed in right at 145 on the nose. Benavidez was so confident that he was going to make weight. He wore his chain on the scales, even as the commission said, that could add a couple pounds to it. I know that's what they say. He said, never mind, I'm going to make the weight. And both, made the weight. And most people would be like, well, they probably in supreme shape for this fight. They train hard. Also, you want to be able to come close as you can to 147. Okay? Those extra fluids and extra, calories in your body can make all the difference as well. But, both of these guys are guys that moved up before. I think Benavidez fought at 140. And also believe Terence Crawford fought at 30, 35, 140, and 147 respectively. Okay? So neither one of these guys are natural welterweights. They're not the biggest welterweights. Benavidez is big in stat as far as height, but he's not a natural, big natural welterweight like your Keith Thurman, Earl Spence's, or Sean Porter, who came down in weight, and all who have been above the 147-pound limit. Crawford has a reach advantage, even though he has about 3-inch height disadvantage. Be very, very good fight. There's been a lot of animosity and build-up leading to this fight, especially this week. We're both calling each other B's and put your purse up, your mama, your sister, B, and all that back and forth. This has been a breath of fresh air to see Bud have a character change when his first fight in his new deal with Top Rank. And I think he's selling the fight because that's the only promotion this fight got. And it hasn't been national pub because most of it's been caught on YouTube. A little bit of a lot of his story been on ESPN. If you got the ESPN Plus app, his training camp where they go and follow him in training camp for 4 episodes of that. Used to come on Top Rank YouTube channel. Now they push it to the ESPN Plus app. So they've been promoting the fight with the interviews and stuff of that nature. And I guess that should be enough to push this fight over the edge, especially with some of his antics at the weigh-in today. Benavidez pushed him with 2 hands, pushed Bud back, and Bud, bounced back off his back foot and wheeled a wild right hook. And Benavidez slipped the right hook. If he would have hit Benavidez, caused the cut, Benavidez would have been leaking. Then we could have been looking at a cancellation of a fight and a lawsuit against Bud Crawford. But Benavidez did honestly put his hands on Terence Crawford first, okay? Can't put, like Andre Ward said, you can't expect to put your hands on another man and not expect instant retaliation back. And that's a fact. And what made it so ironic is Andre Ward played Stuntman Wheeler, whatever his name was, in Creed 1. And, Tony Bellew character ironically cracked Andre Ward's character in Creed, and the fight was off because he hit, Andre Ward character at the weigh-in before the fight. So, that's funny, man, that Andre Ward was there, and that could have been how it could have played out. But Bud missed, and Benavidez jokingly talked about, he better come with more speed and more power because that was a punk punch that he threw or something of that nature. He said. Crawford said, "I'm calm, I'm collected," and he showed a little bit more of his attitude, his demeanor, a little bit more of his personality, and I think he's gonna grow in popularity from this fight. I called this fight a bum bash, and I called it a bum bash not because Benavidez is a bum, because I feel that Benavidez was still injured from the gunshot wound he suffered a couple of years ago. And before the gunshot wound, he had a close fight with Mauricio Herrera that people thought that Mauricio Herrera won, though. Okay? And then after the gunshot wound versus Jesus Rojas, I think he was still, favoring that leg, but maybe he got better. I think it's going to be competitive somewhat. You know what I'm saying? I picked Bud to win by like 4 points, a unanimous decision, but I now seeing how truthful and how factual the bad blood is between Jose Benavidez and Terence Crawford. I think it's going to end in a knockout, and I think Crawford, needs to utilize the jab and his body work this fight. The jab to the body is going to be vital. He got longer arms. Benavidez got more height, Benavidez better have some heart, though. And I think the jab to the body and his jab is going to be critical. Bradley say Crawford is a master of all three ranges, inside, in the pocket, and outside. And Benavidez better be a master of, at least two of those ranges, to compete with Bud. But I think Benavidez needs to, keep using his jab. Got a good jab. He likes to mix in the lead left hook with the jab to keep you guessing. Got a really strong right hand. And just as you've seen him slip that Crawford wild right hand punch at the final weigh-in, he can move his upper body a little bit. Benavidez is a little bit more slicker. His footwork is better than his little brothers. His big little brother at 168, and David Benavidez, he's more of a fluid mover. He got some slick properties. I don't think he's as slick as Crawford, but he can speak that language as well. And he got a really, really straight jab, good left hook, good straight right hand. It's gonna be a good fight. I wouldn't be shocked if Benavidez did put Bud down. I definitely wouldn't be shocked if Bud put Benavidez down. In my opinion, Crawford has no room for error in this fight. Everybody is putting him on the Errol Spence barometer. And if he get dropped to have a bad night, people going to act like it's the end of the world and he can't beat Errol Spence. And everybody has bad nights. Jose Benavidez is a talented fighter, a fluid fighter, a good fighter. But I expect Terence Bud Crawford to handle his business. And I picked him to win by a comfortable 4-point unanimous decision. It wouldn't surprise me if he knocked Jose out in this fight. If Jose beat Terence Crawford, is that a massive upset? Yes, because Jose Benavidez hasn't fought anybody nowhere near the level of Terence Crawford. His resume is lackluster at best, and it'll be a huge upset. But from a talent standpoint, he's very, very talented. I've seen him spar Sean Porter. I've seen him spar a few other guys where, he sparred Earl as well, where he had some good success. Now is his time to step up, and if his leg is healthy, and he's truly got a heart, he's truly got determination, he truly got a chin, it's going to be a dogfight. I think this is exactly what Terence Crawford needs, an entertaining fight with bad blood, somebody that's forced to show his personality and get under his skin. And God willing, he can call out Errol Spence tomorrow night, and they can make that fight happen, and that'll be the biggest fight going in boxing right now. And that kind of bring back that old Hagler and Hearns and Leonard feel to the sport of boxing. That's what we need. But Jose Benavidez ain't come here to get knocked out or lose and be in the locker room or be on the other side of the ring looking and saying that hoping Errol Spence or hoping that Terence Crawford call out Errol Spence as being a spectator. Jose Benavidez want to be the guy that wins to call out Errol Spence, Keith Thurman, and Sean Porter. But I don't think he has enough experience. He's younger than Crawford as well. I think Jose is 26 years old. Crawford is 31. So Crawford needs to be on the hop about being proactive in his career and trying to get that crossover fight and go ahead and trademark his way to the Hall of Fame. Okay? But, it's a beautiful thing. Come Saturday night, Shakur Stevenson, I believe he made weight. He's the co-feature on ESPN starting at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I believe. This will be on ESPN. The undercard, outside of the co-feature, Shakur Stevenson and Terence Crawford. The main fights will be on the ESPN Plus app. Also tomorrow, I want to give a nugget out to everybody in the United States. And you have to find an APK or a stream. Andrew Tabiti and Tite, both in a separate World Boxing Super Series fights, will be fighting at 1. The show will kick off at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 o'clock in the UK. And I'm not sure exactly how to stream that, where to stream it at. Try first Row Sports, .net or whatever it's called. Or, most people use the other one. I can't remember the other one off top. But you know, it is what it is, man. Goodfellas Sports TV. Final thoughts, Crawford. I got Crawford still winning by unanimous decision, even though after this week I'm favoring a knockout for Terence Crawford. And hopefully Crawford calls out Earl Spence. But don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Also, if you want to make a donation, the PayPal link is in the description as well. Help us grow our brand. If you can't do that, share these videos, screen record them, share them in a boxing group, share them with a friend. And also, we talk much more sports. Check out our playlist. We go.